Welcome to another morning skate show with the hockey coach guru, Coach FRENCHY, directly for the beautiful Sunshine State in Florida. Yes, it is hot right now in South Florida. The summer is already in. We're already over 80 degrees Fahrenheit. We're not going to complain because it's Wednesday, May 4th, 2022. Hopefully an amazing, great Wednesday so far. And thanks to join the Hockey Nation Live show with the hockey coach, guru, Coach FRENCHY. We're going to go through different things today. We have a couple result recap of the full game last night. Wow, what a night last night. The game at Pittsburgh and the New York Rangers with over 3 overtime last night keep us all late until almost midnight. And then we completely could not watch the game between the Colorado, not the Colorado, but the Calgary versus the Dallas because the game was overlapped. But we are lucky to watch the end of the game. Honestly, the Calgary win shut out the Dallas Star. But we're going to talk about all the full game. Couple of news around the league. A couple of intriguing situation in Vancouver today. And we're going to talk about different things for sure. And then at the end of the show, why not to give you a great Frenchy quiz today? A really specific subject. Don't miss the Frenchy quiz. I think you're going to love it today. I'm for sure. And then 4 more games. We repeat now game number 2 of the series tonight. So we're going to be live watching the Toronto Maple Leafs game number 2 again at Tampa Bay Lightning. It will be interesting how the Tampa Bay going to respond. So we're going to go through those news around the league. A couple injuries update. The one and really where we have to be evaluate what's going on in Pittsburgh situation with the goaltending over there with 2 injuries, Jerry and this Smith. And then the funny interview of Louis Domingue, the winner of the goaltender for the Pittsburgh Penguins last night. Talk about what he did during the game last night before he showed up between the pipes. So a lot of subjects to talk about each other. But first of all, we need to thank each one of you to be a part of the show. And we're going to welcome you guys. First of all, the Scout is the show today. The Scout directly for the Belle Province de Quebec. Welcome back, Mr. Alexis Dubuc on Facebook. And the number 1 fans of the Toronto Maple Leafs, I believe. Sometimes he's changed the team, but I know he's a big fan of the Toronto. Welcome back, Mr. Jake McCanoe. I believe we saw Sascha Schrader back in the house today. Sascha, welcome aboard. It's funny you talk about PK, Sascha. I stopped this morning. I like to go to the pool early in the morning after I finish the gym. I like to jump in the pool for about 10-15 minutes. And PK was there this morning, maybe waiting for me to get some snack. So we bring him some snack and ready to rock and roll with me afternoon, take my nap afternoon. I became a Mexican guy now. I sleep only 4 hours every night, and then I take a nap about 60 minutes every afternoon. I shut down I shut down the store here for 60 minutes, and I have to take my nap afternoon, Sascha. But it's all good. What not to talk about Finland, Mr. Yemo Vartanen. Oh, we are Mr. Renault. Welcome back, Mr. Renault. Glad to see you this morning. It was about midnight. Renault won the goal of the Malkin. It was, I believe, 11:48, 51, something at that area. Renault. It's just before midnight. We shut down after I was sit here for over 5 hours. And but it was great. It was a great game. I think nobody wanted to win at the end, but it was fun to watch for sure. And what about Mr. John Grega? Welcome back, Johnny. Jake, you said that, yeah, the big one won last night. It's funny because if you think about this guy, Monday night, the two home team on the East Conference win their game. Monday night, the two visitor team on the West Conference won the game. But last night, it was reverse. Reverse! Yeah, because on the East Conference, the two home team lost their game, and on the West Conference, the two home team won their game. So really strange situation happening last night, to be honest with you, but it's all good. Mr. Corey Hill, welcome back, Corey Hill. Number one fans of the Ottawa Senators. DeAndre Miller, DeAndre K. Miller really stepped up last night for the Rangers. Coach Rangers solid core. Too bad left there only 20 minutes. Two eyes on a 3 overtime. He struggled a bit, Lafreniere. That third line was not great overall. What happening for Miller? They lost Lindgren during the beginning of the third period, but he come back a little bit later during the game, Lindgren. But look, the core of the defense of the New York Rangers is really solid. When you talk about Droba, Miller, Lindgren, Fox, and then also the young rookie Schneider is going to be good. I told you they should trade for Schneider, but the Rangers doesn't want to trade him. They got him like a 18 overall pick, I believe. Schneider, something I have to check a little bit later. But I love Schneider. He's a good defenseman. He's going to be great, Schneider. He's a little bit like Romanov. Like physically, he hit everybody. A little bit more offensive, a little bit more at Romanov. But Schneider is going to be great for sure for the New York Rangers. So Renaud, you're absolutely right about that one there. Ça va très bien, mon Alexis. On est préparé pour faire un bon show aujourd'hui. Le scout est là. Et voilà, bien sûr. Yep, mon Sacha. And then Mr. Bryce Garrett, number one fans of the Toronto Maple Leafs, back in the house. And we have the moderator of the Hockey Nation Live show, the Butterbean, Danny T, is back with us today. Thanks to stop by. Montréal, peux-tu repêcher Stokowski? Yes, Alexis. Tout dépend, ça va dépendre de leur choix repêchage. Stokowski va être un des joueurs qui vont regarder de près à quelque part. Hey, coach, the best overtime I ever watched was La Fontaine, 1-5 OT. Remember that? Yep, La Fontaine goal. If I can recall it, it was Islanders versus Washington. And it was, it was that goal, if I believe. That's if the game that you're talking about, Jesus. But Stokowski, c'est quoi son type de jeu et comparaison? Great left winger, 6'4". He's going to be 6'5" when he go more mature. He's a big winger, can score, great shot. Physical, great forechecker. Need to develop a bit more his speed, but he's going to be a good winger in any team in NHL. So expect him, Stokowski, to be a good pick, whatever the team going to select him at the top 3, maybe top 3 in NHL, worst case top 5. About that. Renaud, do the Panther have some buyer remorse over Chariot? He will only have a 15 to high and the last bottom pairing. I think they don't use Chariot. I believe behind Forsling last night, he was the best defenseman with Kudos. Aaron Ekblad play, but he did not play at the Ekblad does usually. And then Mackenzie Weegar was the worst defenseman for them. So for me, Chariot was the top 3 best defensemen. I think those kind of game, they would need to use Chariot better. I think Chariot is a better second pairing defenseman, and they don't use him for his physicality and the way he plays defensively. I think for me, it's not a great management time at 2I on the part of the Florida Panthers at that moment. It's questionable. The Weegar, I don't know, but another bad game for him, another one in the game. And I think for me, they want to get better on the defensive zone coverage. You have to use better Chariot, Renault. for sure. Secondly, the score for two guys does not show exactly what Washington did. Washington dominated the game overall. All the statistically, they dominate without Proboski. Yesterday, this game is 6-2, maybe 7-2 for me, for Renault about that game. Thank you, Danny. Hopefully, doing well. Ce soir, faites une game. Oui, je fais tous les games à tous les soirs maintenant, Alexis, jusqu'à la fin des séries. Donc, c'est un soir Toronto. Le lendemain, je fais Florida. Mr. RJ Calabro, welcome back. Yep, exactly, Mr. RJ. Thank you for the update. About that, I was just making my lunch, so I don't have to do it a little. Here we go, Corey. We love to talk about lunch here, the food, everything like that. I look like I have a good people about it. Well, maybe some chef, but that's correct. Coach Cap Islanders, here we go. Coach, you still have a good memories. I don't have the Alzheimer yet. Okay, guys, see you later. Go school to do. All right, Price, have an amazing, great day. Stop by. And don't forget, guys, to click on the likes, please. Click on the likes. Okay, guys, Ekblad was back. Maybe that's why. First result, yes, Yamo, but he does not have played a solid game in my eyes yesterday. Again, like I mentioned, he was a little bit friend about this. Renault, Ekblad, Piquet should go to Charlotte next game. Not really Renault, because Ekblad play on the right side, and Charlotte play on the left side. But I think the management of the time is not there. I think they protect Wegar over there, Mackenzie Wegar, but that's another subject we can talk a little bit later for sure. Do you believe that Arizona would be gone this offseason? Would be gone? No. Corey, they don't go nowhere. They signed a 3-year contract over there, so they will stay in inshallah. Leave with this cap like Toronto to win easily. I like Toronto to win easily. But now, right now, Renault, Washington play Florida, and Toronto play Tampa Bay. Both teams need to beat the opponent 4 times before they go to the next second round, where I don't think so. It's far to be happening. Mr. Mike Zuck, welcome aboard. The Flame did exactly what it should do during the playoff at any moment and any years. The Flame play a solid game on every area of the game. Forechecking, back-checking, physicality, zone coverage, take 1 goal on power play. They play almost a perfect game. The goaltender was solid. They don't give a chance a lot for Dallas Star. That's what the Flames are. It's the style of Daryl Sutter. So for the first game of the playoff, they really great. They really played great for them. Yes, Mr. RJ, if you need some lunch, I forgot to bring Speedy. Where's Speedy? Here we go. Speedy is on the walk right now, deliver some food to Roger at that moment. So after Roger, if you need some food, please let us know. I'm going to deliver this by Speedy. He's ready to rock and roll. A lot of food today. Did Pittsburgh shine goalies during the OT? Yes, Yamo. Casey DeSmith got hurt during the second OT. And then they bring Louis Domingue and between the pipe, Yamo. And Domingue stopped the 17th shot he faced. And it was funny because Louis Domingue, he was sit on the bench he's not on the bench of the players. He sit in the corner where at the Madison Square Garden, you get out and from the corner, and the Rangers players team get out a little bit far from their bench, but the opponent team go straight in the corner, and that's why he sit at the Domingue. And during the first intermission of the OT, he was hungry, so he wanted to get some pork with spicy pork and with some broccoli because he was hungry. And he hit this. And then, well, I don't know, 1 hour later, he have to be between the pipe, and he talk about this after the game, about the fact he eat pork. And so maybe you guys, if you want to perform, you need to get some pork. And then he didn't believe to go on the bench on the ice because what happening, like Casey DeSmith walk, skate after a whistle to go straight to the bench to tell to the coach he cannot continue, he have a groin problem. And so at the time, the linesman and also the referee, Murphy, went to see Domingue in the corner, and they are both French-Canadian, Lécuyer and Murray. They are both French-Canadian, and they want to see Domingue said to tell him, hey, be ready, you're going to, in French, be ready, you have to come on the ice. He thought it was a joke. He did not believe it until he sees Smith show up and have to leave the game. So very funny story about that one over there yesterday for the situation for the Pittsburgh. So it'll be interesting who is going to be the goaltender now for the Pittsburgh next game for sure. Welcome. Here we go. I call it that. The league would smoke the lightning. They have a ton of momentum right now. Yes, Alain. Here's what I would teach you one thing here. I was not teaching you. I just gave you my point. Playoff. It's another season. Playoff. It's a long ride. It's 16W, and you have a swing of the up and down. So now, Toronto beat Tampa Bay easy last night. Well, 2 days ago, right? They dominate completely Tampa Bay. But now, what are you going to tell me tomorrow if Tampa Bay win the game tonight? What are you going to tell me now? Because now you said Toronto's beat them easily and they are going. My point to you is they always, during the playoff, stay on the same level. When they win, be happy. But don't tell they're going to beat everybody and it's going to be easy. Because it's not. It's not. And when they lose, stay on the same level. They're going to be they're coming back better the next game. My point to you is see on the perspective of what's going on. That's how it works in hockey. That's in sport. Keep your mindset always the same level. Don't be too excited. Don't be too disappointed. And that's how it works. Who we said yesterday that Dallas will lose only 1-0? Right? Who we said Pittsburgh beat the Rangers? They did it. It's just like you never know what could happen on the playoff. He's going to have an upset. Which team? I don't know. But he will have an upset. Who said Florida will going to lose 4-2 against Washington last night? Or Washington dominate most of the game on every area? Who said Florida Panthers have a 4.11 goal per game average all year long, and they show up with only 2 goals last night? Who said Huberdeau did not have any goal yesterday? Who said Barkov didn't have 0 goal yesterday? You know, who said Wilson will be out after 1 minute something after 3 shifts? It's just a long season, the season number 2. You never know. My just point, it's okay, your opinion. I respect your opinion. My point is, like, do not count any team when out of the playoff. Just because the team, they lose the first game, don't count on them out. Don't count on Tampa Bay out. Don't count on Florida Panthers out. It's just a bad game. That's it. That's simple. When they come back tomorrow night, the score is 0-0. What I want to see Tampa Bay tonight is how they're going to respond against Toronto tonight. How they're going to become back. Maybe that's the end of Tampa Bay, and that's maybe the year of the Toronto to make something big here. But my point is just wait a little bit longer because you never know. I don't know. If Matthews got hurt tonight, what happened after that? It's just to, like I said, be consistency, a little bit waiting. Leave at the game will be a nice conference final, Renaud said. Yeah, it could be, Renaud. I think the Cane are, I think they are under radar. Like, nobody talk about the Hurricane. Nobody talk about Carolina. They all talk about Rangers. They all talk about Florida. They all talk about Tampa Bay. They all talk about, nobody talk about Carolina. Nobody. Same thing in the West. Nobody talk about the Blues. It's all about Calgary, Minnesota, and Colorado. Mr. Oleg Kolesnikov in the house today. And firstly, Renault Nashville with no goaltender. It's almost out, honestly. You can see yesterday, Reddish, ouch. Oof, it was bad for him last night. Poor guy. Boston, they cannot score against Carolina. They have only one goal this season in 16 period against Carolina. It look like Carolina dominate completely them. We'll see how they're going to respond, Renault, tonight. But they will have to play a perfect game. And they need more. They need the Marchand. They need Bergeron. They need Pasternak. They need to get the... They cannot beat Carolina with only one goal. They will have to score 3 goals. They scored yesterday the 2 goal, 1 goal last game, and it was only the 2nd goal of the year. So they will have to find a way to get there. We will buy my initial team at Tricolor Sport. Samuel, welcome aboard. Thanks for being a part of the show. Lightning, I built an excuse of having player play 2 cup final. I don't know. For what I heard from John Cooper and the players Stamkos, they did not make any excuse after the game at the press conference. They talk about the fact like they play sloppy, did not play well, and they have to restart and forget about everything. We've been there. They threw those adversity, and they have to be ready game number 2. So I don't, they don't see any excuse for what I heard from them. But now, yeah, maybe other players or other people talk, they have excuse there. But we'll see how they're going to respond tonight. Salah, I will not see that series if Anderson was in the net, Renault. But without him, it will believe the thing of the series. He leave one. About that. Yamo think the first goal is going all of suddenly. Jose talk about Casey the Smith. By me, Canadien, Samuel. All right. Kane looked tough to the Browns out in trouble. John Gregor, I agree with you about that one of that. Browns have no response to the Carolina the way they need to adjust, and it's not going to be easy for the Browns. Yeah, like Renaud said, 2 teams right now I feel not good after I saw the first game, and it could be the Nashville and the Boston Bruins. Otherwise, other series we have to wait a little bit longer. But right now, I see, like you said, Renaud, about this. I do think the Lightning lost their hunger and leave all the hungers after what happened last year. The Toronto are different of what we expect, for sure. They're not going to be easy. Again, it's all depend the Campbell situation. But again, it's a long series. And the Lightning, they cannot play worse of what they did last game. I think and I forgot to make the graphic. I think we don't give enough credit. Everybody talk about Matthews. The best player was Marner Monday night. And the turnover of the game Monday night was all about Marner during the 5 minutes. The PK of the Toronto completely changed the momentum of the game Monday night. So, Salah, you are right about that one over there. For sure, the lead was all over the Tampa Bay because it was a better team overall on the ice. So I'm running out of question about Ottawa. I need to find more. Not a problem, Mr. Corey. Corey, you are Ottawa fan, John. Others where they tried too hard to win the other night, but the game was getting the bounce. That's why he's going to do 7 games in Montreal will win Salah. Possible. The only thing I would say to you, Salah, the Edmonton have to win tonight. If they don't win tonight, they are in trouble. I don't see Edmonton win 2 games in Los Angeles King. The fact like the change of the line are all because the King will have an option on this that will help. That was not helping the Edmonton. Edmonton cannot lose. 2 teams cannot lose tonight. It's the Edmonton Oilers and the Minnesota Wild. That's the 2 teams they cannot lose tonight. I'm a Gregor for Senator. Renaud, Avalanche Flame West Conference final. I would take Avalanche to win. Renaud said, every game is fair in the playoff. Absolutely right, Danny. one day at a time. Every play McDavid is putting the team on his back. He is playing in the best hockey. So like I said about McDavid, not bad team anymore. No, you are the face now where the team are getting better and better and you know, closer and closer. But others could be the upset Renault said about the Panthers. I don't know, Renault, about this one over there. Now they lose possible Wilson. Carlson got hurt during the game already. It's a team, I don't know how they're going to respond or play like this all night long. I think for me, you did not see the best of the Panthers last night. It's a wake-up call for the Panthers, and if they want to win, they have to sacrifice more. They have to play. Now, we have to give credit for Washington. I'm going to show to you a little bit later some statistically what happening during the game, and Washington was the best on the cap control on the front area of the game. But for me, I believe the Panthers, you know, they will be better the next game, and it's not going to be happening again. I don't think so. Like, I think Panthers going to win at least in 6 that series. They are just too good. But they have to win the next game for sure. Would the King be an upset over the Oilers? I don't think so, Renault. A lot of people take the Edmonton, but I think that a lot of people, and I have to be honest with you guys, and it's hard for me to watching all the team on the West. You know, I work hard, not hard, I just work a lot. And when it came at 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock, I have to close my day. And those games, the Seattle, the San Jose, the Arizona, more like the Kings and Anaheim, Vancouver, how the team, I cannot follow a lot. I watch them, the highlights the next day, but I don't pass 3 hours watching them like I do in the East team. And the King, I think, are not enough. Give my credit to them. I think the Kings are better what they are. It's just the expectation was low for the Kings. So for me, I think the Kings are pretty much close to the Edmonton. When you evaluate them, the goaltending is better in the Kings. The defenseman, I think, is without Drew Doughty, is pretty little bit advantage, little bit. The forward are a little bit advantage the Oilers, but it's two different teams. One team is based on offensive, on the quick transition, and then the Kings are more on the defensive and with a good puck movement and crash the net a lot and go create some screen in front of the net and tips those kind of rebound and score the goal. So that's fun, but so far the Kings can be a team, can give some trouble for the Edmonton Oilers. They are going to see how they're going to respond tonight, the Oilers. One game, you cannot tell much. John Giga, exactly. Only after one game, no need to overreact. Exactly. Wichita only played 2 minutes. You talk about Tom Wilson, Renault? King have a great game for the Dano, quick and more. Absolutely right, Soler, about that. Danny Leaf gonna win tonight. Yes, Soler. William Nylander have food poison during the game 1. Talk about this today. Toronto Maple Leaf fans don't understand that they are joining their team and Soler Gallagher, they are going to regret it. Stop. You can cheer for your favorite team, but not it the right way. The right way. I don't know, Corey, what you try to, because you said that yesterday. I don't know. The fans doing well. I think the fans celebrate at the tailgate. And at that, I think, I don't know, you want to mention some things, friend, but I think they are doing well. I like that the way they are doing this right now, the Leaf, to be honest with you. Maybe Tony Kala, the tuna. Hopefully you guys enjoy the gel. Some of you are in the gel. Last game, and so will be yes. Most hockey team never serve fish before the game for the team meal. Yeah, more European team do it, but not NHL team. They just don't trust it. They really work on the protein. Usually you can get like pasta, chicken, a little bit, something of specific. Now, the meal of the hockey changed. On my time, it was all about pasta and chicken, take the nap, and that's it. The player now, they use a lot of shake, protein shake, everything like that before the game. And they use those kinds of supplement, vitamin during the afternoon, late, to prepare for the game. And they have some routine, their meal specific But in the old time, old school like me, it was only about pasta, right? So it's changed with time for sure. Yeah, Danny, hope they step up again. Let me every losing team would be looking for a bounce back game, but it's harder to win the series. Been a game behind Renault. It is Renault. It's worse when you play at home when you lose the first game. But I think again, some series not going to be that way. Some will be back for bounce back for sure. Mr. Andy Quivula, welcome aboard. I cannot believe how great of fit Kula is for the Oilers. It's gonna be a cheap resign. Yeah. Now they have to take decision Salah over there, and on the left defenseman over there. They have Russell, they have Kulak, they have Duncan Keith, they have Daniel Nurse. That's 4. Now, without talking about the Sweden players, Broberg, and we have another one. They have 6 players on the left, 6 defensemen, and they cannot keep all of them. So it'll be interesting what, the contract of Kulak is at $1.8 million. So I don't think so. They will resign under that $2 million. Can the others can afford him? But again, Kulak is a good 3-pairing defenseman. Montreal likes him, but Montreal is too much defenseman on the left side. So it'll be interesting about that one over there. And that's what we at. Before we go to the to jumping for the other news around the league, recap the 4 game last night. Don't forget below me, you can see all the news we bring to you. This is a new thing we bring on the table for you guys. We give all the information I can bring to you early in the morning. It's like the NHL news around the league. Talk about what happened the night before. Talk about news around the league. Update injuries. And, of course, the game tonight. Look like Michael Bunting could be returned with the Toronto Maple Leafs for game number 2. You can see on the news at the bottom. I cannot believe. Is it because they are famous team, Avalanche, Toronto, and Metro, Penguin, Pittsburgh, are more polite team right now? But I do agree what I said about Carolina. Yeah, possible, Corey. It's just like Carolina. They don't have like a flashy players. They don't have like a super mega star. They don't have Matthews. They don't have McDavid. They don't have the Trisado. They don't have a player like they make a big impact around the league in NHL. Of course, they have Anderson. Of course, they have Ao, Chernikov. But they are not the super mega players like the biggest of the NHL. So Carolina is a little bit more a well-balanced team. That's who they are. They live in Carolina. Carolina hockey is not popular like in Minnesota or Boston or Montreal or Toronto or Edmonton or Vancouver. And the marketing publicists of the NHL is not go there a lot. So it's a team is on the radar or not scrutiny by a lot of people. So that's what happened in Korea about that. I see him and McDavid coming together, a Kola getting deep into the offensive zone. It's for sure interesting to see what he's signed for a get and free agency. I agree with you, Salah, about that one over there. Kodak seems to have a fit well. Yes, Kodak is a good defenseman, skate well, good vision, can carry on the puck. He can rush the transition, join the play. Jesus, I can't find it. And the reason why Montreal gets something in return better, that's the reason they try for Kulak, and they know they have no space for him anymore, no spot for him. So it's a win-win situation. Kulak find a good team to play with, and Montreal get something in return, like Lagasson and also a draft pick. So that's what the Montreal was looking in return. I would take a couple of minutes, guys, to talking about what happened yesterday. And I will go there. And I would take a couple of minutes, about 1 minute, 30 seconds, or maybe 2 minutes, to reflect what happening. You know, like me, Guy Lafleur was someone very special in my heart. And last night was the last one, the last day to tell him a goodbye. And it's happening yesterday, and with the funeral of Guy Lafleur, a lot of people was there. Most of the players played with him in 90s, 70s, still alive. They was there. I'm missing a couple of players, not many. The only player for the Montreal Canadiens, it was not there, was Pitlick, Tyler Pitlick, for some complication. And then Jeff Petrie was not there also. Before you jump on the Jeff Petrie, his son is very sick. He has to go to the hospital last weekend, and also his wife, she's pregnant for the 4th kid for Jeff Petrie. So with all the respect, we know what he did, Petrie, in the past, but I don't want to make more difficulties about Jeff Petrie. But also talking about Tyler Pitlick, he had to go back in Calgary for his friend move, everything like that, so he could not be a part of this. But the rest, a lot of people was there, from Larry Robinson, Serge Chavard, everything like that. So for the last 2 minutes, we're going to give you some different image about what happened yesterday. And with time, I will respect everybody, thinking about Guy Lafleur, and go from last one more time about the number 10, Guy Lafleur. Guy Lafleur, 70 years old, passed away. He's going to be remembered forever for not only the Montreal Canadiens fans, but also for any fans around the world about hockey. Guy Lafleur, number 10 for the Montreal Canadiens. Thank you so much for your time to give us a chance to talking about the number 10, Guy Lafleur, for one more time. We're going to be remembered forever. Let's move on about the league, and we thanks everybody. Before I move on, I have a couple of people talking in the chat, so let's dive in about this over there. Salah talk about under former ab is Zach Cation. He looks so funny right now with his eye injury, crashing into everyone. Yeah, Zach Cation, another ex-Montreal Canadian former. Zach had a difficult time in life, honestly. The time was when Montreal Canadiens was not the best time of his life, with his friend abuse, drug, and alcohol, everything like that. Remember the crash he did during the time he drove from Ottawa to Montreal with his girlfriend, and the Montreal Canadiens traded him right away after that about his behaviors. We wish the best for him, and hopefully he feel, he go through those adversity and challenge in life. It's not easy to be an athlete. It's not easy to make money like this. Not easy to control yourself, and only wish the best for Zach for sure. It was when Gretzky was there. I'm not sure, Corey, about that, honestly, about Gretzky. We know those kind of people like Lemieux, Gretzky, and have a message for them for sure. They talk about them, but most for the Montreal Canadiens, they was there from Cournoyer, Lambert, Mondeau, and, you know, Gaétan Lefebvre. And it was just great to hear those people. Wow. Gaétan Lefebvre, I saw him yesterday. I didn't see Gaétan Lefebvre for 20 years, maybe not 20 years, but 10, 15 years. And Gaétan Lefebvre, like the white hair, and it's just great to see those people. So I just want to sharing this with you guys. It was nothing personal. And don't forget, guys, click on the likes before you go today. My prayer for the all Montreal Canadian fan, you have all time with some players. Yes, Corey Guy was a great hockey player for sure. His time was short-lived, but for sure glad to see him get sober. He'll be a good player now. For Zach Cation, yep. His life become an inspiration for the was going beyond hockey. Absolutely right. Thank you so much, Danny. Again, like I said, it's a little bit personal, and I don't want to bother a lot of people about this, but I just want sharing one more time. I think he deserves for the Hockey National Show to have return that. This is ENORTAP and the black suit training Danny and Roger. Danny and Roger they are in the front of the first row, and ENORTAP is a trainer, coach, fitness in 1928. So I just want to share with you today about that one over there. So ENORTAP is not here today, but we're going to bring that picture afternoon to show to him when he was working. He started working as an athlete, and he was the one training a lot of people over there. So that's what happening about that one over there. Talking about last night, like Igor Shesterkin make an amazing impact last night with 79 save during the triple overtime game number 1 between the Rangers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Sad for him. Most of it's funny because most the top 5 goaltender making most save and OT, everything, they lose the game. The only one did win the game, I believe it was from Calgary, Corey Hirsch, I believe. But it's happening last night, so with the best 4, game number 2 for New York Rangers. Finally, last night, 4 game on the board, and I want to share it with you. The first game, like I mentioned, the Pittsburgh surprise shock a lot of people, 4-3 over the New York Rangers last night. Trip overtime. Finally, late, around midnight, Malkin tipped the puck from the shot for the blue line for Marino, and the puck go behind just again. Look, it's sad to lose, like Gerard Galland said. It's not fun to lose an OT like this, but it's like play only 3 periods. We have to come back stronger, better for the game number 2. We play a solid first 25 minutes, then we play sloppy, and we let them to come back in the game. And we gave away that game last night. But he said, look, we cannot complain when you play 3 periods like that over time and lose that way. You have to give credit for the Pittsburgh. They are a team with experience. They've been there before. They know what to do. And we don't take advantage of what we have yesterday. And you have to play 60 minutes during the playoff. If you don't do that, you're not going to win those games. And that's happening last night. But again, this game is over. We have to stay our head up and reevaluate a couple of players with some injury last night and see what we had tomorrow and to be ready game number 2. And that's what they are. Like the coach at that level, guys, the way they talk, it's friend mindset when you game to season number 2, the playoff. They see the games friendly. They evaluate the games friendly. And they only about one word, preparation. And they have to forget everything. You have to have a really short memories on the playoff. If you have a short memories and you prepare always for the next day, how you can win your day today. And that's how it's about. So that's what I want to share with you exactly. So he did it below. Yagari was really after Calgary really won after Klingberg yesterday. Yep, we'll talk about this a little bit for him. Yes, 3-1 T. What about Lekonen score? Good for him. Lekonen scored yesterday. Yamo, and he got a misconduct, by the way. Very funny. It's rare you see Lekonen for a misconduct. Wow, 1-0 in that many games like these days, John Krieger. Let's go, Yamo. Let's go, Likanen. The nation has named Sascha Barkov nominee for the King Classic Memorial Trophy. This news came out right away, right now. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Nicholas, welcome aboard. Not a very convincing start for the boat Florida team so far. Nicholas, yep. First game, first shot. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes if you don't mind. That'd be great. Game number 2 of the night. Maybe the biggest surprise of the night for me is the Florida Panthers lost by a score 4-2. 1-0 Washington. Tom Wilson scored at the beginning of the game. Again, after that, he was left the game for injury. He got also a high stick from Kudas at the beginning of the game before he scored a goal after that. And then Sam Bennett tied the game at the end of the period. Then at the beginning of the second period, Giroux scored the second goal of the Panthers to get the lead all the way to the third period. The Panthers was controlling the game 2-1, and then you get a goal late a bit at the third period to tie the game 2-2, and then finally a turnover of the McKenzie Wiggar at the neutral zone with nobody behind him. Ovechkin plays solid. He pick up the puck over there, and then he go back with Oshie, and Oshie tied the game, gave the winner goal of the game, 3-2, and the empty net last Eller score 4-2. But honestly, you have to give credit to the way the Washington played yesterday. And I will show to you if I can do this. I don't know if I can move this one over there. Yes, I can. I want to show to you. You know how I am. I look always for the stat. But just give you an idea. A 5-5 shot, Florida dominate. On the shot, 5 versus 5. Shot on the net, Florida. Scoring chance. Look the scoring chance. That's where you look. When you video guy, coach, and when you do analytics. The shot are important, but what we're looking for is scoring chance. 16-9 advantage Washington. That's the first thing you have to look. The second thing, after that, you're going to look now, the 5 versus 5 shot off the rush, and then the forechecking part over there. Then you have to go all the way back. You can see all the stat over there. Look the entrance, the carry-on, the failed entrance, and the carry-on with scoring chance. Look, the scoring chance again at the bottom is dominated by Washington, 9 versus 5. The turnover leading to the shot. The Washington have to be a little bit more careful about that over there. 5 versus 4, and you can see all those stats at the bottom all the way back. But again, you have to give credit for the Washington. The cap control was there. They don't give a lot of chance around. And nobody went in front of Vanecek a lot to screening yesterday. It was really Washington control, really the front over there. So you have to give credit. The third game of the night, guys, Colorado. It was over after 7 minutes. I think it was already 5 goals almost. Colorado, they just jumped with him. McKinnon, 3 points each. McCarr was unbelievable last night. He scored again a goal like he does all the time. Like he does, carry on the puck all the way, and then he read the puck top shell. He did it again. Lekanen scored for them. And Nashville have no answer back to goal from Gishine, but they have no answer. The goaltender situation is really the red flag for them. It will be interesting how they're going to respond about that. Owners named the preparation AZ. The first game was the preparation H. I would have to further coach if the Panthers would won yesterday. Danny, congratulations for the 3-1. I hope Ottawa Senators win the Stanley Cup next season. That would be very huge. Yes, I don't think so will happen, Corey. They are not the team really ready for that kind of jump, but that would be a big jump, a huge impact if the Ottawa make the playoff next season. They are a couple of years there to get the Stanley Cup, but if they can make the playoff next year, that'd be great. To be fair, Cat played a very good game. It came prepared. I agree with you, Nicholas, about that one over there. How you bother the information, I don't know. You don't know, correct. Nicholas, Colorado is the beast everybody thought the Flyers would be in the first game. I agree with you about that one over there. So it'll be interesting. Last game of the night before we go to the Frenchy quiz this morning, guys, is that Calgary win 1-0 over the Dallas Star. Again, Dallas Star have no chance. I think you have only one opportunity. It was Tyler Seguin during the second period on the back door. Otherwise, Max Strom did well, but it's the team concept. The team, they play 5 units together from the top line, the LANHAM, Goudreau, and Tkachuk. We have a couple of fights at the end of the period, I believe, at the first, second period, I cannot remember. First, you have Tkachuk with Michael Ralph. Ralph was pretty good. Tkachuk got a couple of punch on the face last night. That happened a lot. And then after that, it's on the same, at the same time, a little bit after that fight, the same play, Glenberg Anderson dropped the glove, and Glenberg got beat by Anderson after his jersey was under the head, so he cannot see anything, Glenberg. And Anderson gave him a couple of good punch, honestly. And that's it. The rest was just a great defensive zone coverage by the Flame, a great play overall by the team, and Dallas couldn't do anything. Goudreau, Haynes, and Pavelski didn't have a great game overall. And Ottinger tried the best he can to compete, to keep the team and the game, but they cannot find a way to tie the game at no time for the Dallas Star. We have to give credit for Calgary. I don't see that series going to be deep, like far. I think that would be 5, worst case 6, but I think this will be over in 5 games. Nashville, this will be very quick. Now, the Rangers and I think the Florida is going to come back. 5 games for Florida, maybe 6. I don't see Washington. I'll be wrong on that one. But the Pittsburgh Rangers, this could be a long series, but more what we thought at the beginning. Whatsoever the goaltending situation could become a problem a long term for the Pittsburgh. More this series go a little bit farther and farther. It's where you're going to score 4 goals against Shostakin. It's happened yesterday. The fatigue of the New York Rangers show up after the first overtime. But what about Letang play almost like 50 minutes last night, the 35 years old? Wow, what a performance for him. I agree, Nicholas. They have a huge advantage being in the West. I think they could win it. Both goalies in Calgary, Dallas play very well. Rebound control was amazing, Nicholas. Flame teams keep the front, the net clean. The lead goalie see a shot. That's another thing, advantage. I think we don't talk a lot about Calgary. Calgary, we talk about always the well-balanced forward, or the top 9, everything, and then Goudreau, Langham. But we have to be sure those defensemen in Calgary are solid. And they are big, and they are huge, and they are physical. Talk about Zadorov, we talk about Grubauer. Danev is not an easy one to go around also. And Kennington and Anderson and Anifin. So that defense, guys, and Calgary is very solid. Great point, Andy, about that. Honestly, who could play well, you don't consider them a favorite. Nicholas Sala, they are one of the big bad monster. He about that one over there. Guys, it's already 54. Let's go to the break, the Frenchy quiz. Let's have a good time together. We'll see who's going to win today. Today, guys, for the Frenchy quiz, I make something friends. All right, Coach, what are you talking about? You're always going with crazy question, and that's what I have today, guys. I have a crazy question. It's all about the number 7. And don't ask me why number 7. Just pick up number 7 today. We are May 4th. Why is 4th? Why not number 4? I don't know. 7 came in my head this morning, and those 3 questions is about the number 7. So good luck for everybody today. Who's he going to win today?
Oh my God!
Yesterday, ENORTAP, Richard Mullen win. Yesterday, looked like we don't have a lot of people today. For some reason, up and downs on the morning show. But it is what it is. We're not going to complain. Today, we're going to celebrate another great day in our life. Let's dive in with the first question of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start in. And be careful, because this question could be complicated for everybody. All right, listen to me. During the 4 game last night, all the 4 game, how many times there is a goal or a penalty at any moment, and with the number 7 at the last number? Like, they have a goal at 127. They have a penalty at 1347. They have another goal at 347. The last number are each even, a goal, a penalty, is the number 7 at the end at the time on the board. So how many times this happened last night for all the 4 games? The number we're looking for is 8. Is it under, over, or exact? So any event happening last night, a goal, a penalty, with the number 7 at the end of the scoreboard, like 7 seconds, like 57 seconds, whatsoever it is. And he said under. We have Jose Duarte said exact. Danny said under. Yamo said over. Yamo have a good week so far. RG have over. Nicholas, easy question. John Greger said over. We have Corey Hill said under. About that. Anybody have an answer? Nicholas, do you have an answer, by the way? Why not? Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. We're going to wait for the mulligan. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Yes, Corey.
Oh, my God!
The answer is 7. Corey Hill, you nailed it, buddy. And Andy was great. And the number, it was 7 times. So Andy, Danny, and Corey take the lead with 1. John, RJ, Yamo, and Jose are at 0 at that moment after the question number 1.
Oh, my God!
Question number 2. During the season, how many times a team, any team, scores 7 goals during a game? The number we're looking is 69 times a team scored 7 goals. The final score was 7-4, or the final score it was 7-6, or the final score was 7-0. How many times this happening? The number we're looking for is 69. Is it under, over, or exact? RG said under. No, it's okay to match on toes. Andy said over. Yamo said over. What the time, coach? Jose said under. Danny over. John Greger exact. I miss Corey Hill over 71. Renault over. Thank you, Renault, to participate. And I have all the answers, so we can go all the way back now for the OK. OMG. We have
Oh, my God!
only one good answer. Is exact 69. And John Greger. Joint Corey Hill, Danny, and Andy Coivola with one good answer. And then Jose, Yamo, Renault, and RJ are at 0-2 or 0-1, depends for Renault. And that's what we had after 2 questions. We play right now for the game. Right now, we have 4 people with one good answer.
Oh, my God!
Can they win today? Last question. Pay attention to that one. There are how many players wear the number 7 on their jersey this season? But not only the number 7, but wear the number 7. It could be 17, 27, 37, 47, 77, 97, 87, 67, 57, 47. There are 131 players wear the number 7, at least one of their number 7 of their jersey this year. Is it under, over, or exact? Andy. RG said exact. Andy said under. Jose said exact. Renault said over. John Greger said exact. Yamu said over. Danny and Corey Hill under 130, Corey Hill said. Can you tell me again, Danny, is it still over? I'm not sure that was the answer prior or that answer right now. Danny, can you give me again your answer, Danny? Over, under, or exact, Danny T. We wait to your answer. All right. Perfect. So, we have John Gregor exact. We have Danny T over. We have Corey Hill under. And we have Andy Coivula under. So, one of the four is going to win today. Because we have three different answers. So,
Oh my God!
who's going to win today? If you are exact, under, or over, ladies and gentlemen, the answer on the question number 3 for the win of the day is exact. And John Gregor is the only one who win today the contest following by a few people: Corey Hill, Danny, Andy, Jose Duande, and RJ with one good answer, and Renaud and Yam. Renaud and Yamo finished with 0-3 today. Congratulations, John Gregor, with 2 and 3 today, John Gregor. Congratulations, you are the winner of the Frenchy quiz today on the May 4th. And maybe tomorrow, Yamo, you'll be better with your answer tomorrow. But thanks for your participation, everybody. Thanks for being a part of the show. Not many people today, but we're not going to be discouraged. The most important, you are in the show, and you are the quality of the show, because each one of you make this show better every single day. So congratulations again, Jean Gregor. We'll be back at 6 o'clock p.m. with our friend ENORTAP for the prediction of the night. We'll see if someone of you are in the jail. If not, we'll be also back at 7:30 to do the live stream, play-by-play, Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Until then, my friend, we want to tell you,
you are awesome.
yes, you are.
You are
Giamo.
amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Thank you so much, everybody, to participate to another Morning Skate Show. We wish you an amazing, blessing afternoon. Until then, we want to remind you, of course, be well, be healthy. And finally, we not only dominate your day, finally to dominate what Mr. Enough and Mr. Enough Abby RJ, they will tell me 2022. Have an amazing, great day, everybody. Thank you again. Ciao. Thank you, Jose, Andy, RJ, John Gregor, Corey Hill, Yamover, Hannon, Renaud, Nicholas, Danny T, and the winner of the show today, John Gregor. Hey, Nicolas de Gobi de Bono. Don't forget to click on the like, Nicolas. Bon après-midi, mon homme. On se revoit plus tard. Merci d'avoir arrêté, Nicolas. On t'aime beaucoup. Ah ben. J'espère que tu vas bien aller plus tard. Soin, voyons. Repos pour toi. On te souhaite bonne chance, mon homme. Tu nous diras qu'est-ce qui est arrivé ce soir, mon homme, au Canada. Donne-moi des courants. Je te souhaite une bonne après-midi. Repose-toi bien. Bonne santé, mon homme. Oui, peut-être, mon Nicolas. C'est possible. Parfait, mon homme. C'est ça que ça prend. RJ have the total of 6 under, 11 over, and exact 5. Merci RJ. Here we go.